We haven't been petrified wood hunting for quite a while, so today looks like a good day to go to our favorite spot and see if we can unearth some of these hidden gems. A shy little snake pokes his head under a sagebrush as we move toward the place where we'll be digging. This looks to be one of those cases where he forgets to pull his tail in. Another snake crosses the road, then we find some nice wild flowers. That's the arrowleaf balsa root. As we make our way over this extreme southern Oregon desert. It looks like there's no snow on the spot we'll be digging, but there's snow slightly above it. We can see the little desert road snaking its way ahead of us. Then we see a few antelope making good their getaway. There's a lot of snow up above, melting and the water's running down, so we'll have to ford a few little streams on our trip. But that's okay, it doesn't seem like the water's all that deep, and it's a good solid bottom. So we just go right across and up the bank on the other side and heading for the petrified wood place. Up through the sagebrush country, our little gasoline engine pushes us right up a little hill up on top through a sea of sagebrush. There's a lot of flocks sticking their heads up to get pollinized out in the desert of southeast Oregon. My voice is still off some because I have a cold, but there's a little bird doesn't seem to care. He has his nest right where we're getting ready to start digging, so we have to be careful not to disturb him. Due to past history of being here a few times, I found a spot that looked good and started digging, and I'll be darned if I didn't start finding some right away. Really, there's quite a bit of it here, and you should probably use a 5-gallon bucket or something like that, and about half full might be your daily limit. But don't go over that limit. We usually always carry a little fish weighing scale so we can get our 25-pound limit and not have to worry about it. There is a 25-pound limit and +1, but don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself, because sometimes these rules change, and so I think it would be a good idea for each person to look it up and make their own mind up. I've always been super interested in digging petrified wood, and now I've found a spot where it's very good, and so it's very, very pretty stuff, and I super enjoy it. Most every swing of the pick will bring that telltale ringing sound, which you only get with petrified wood because it's so super hard that it rings like a bell. And so we're finding it here in good quantities and a few fair-sized pieces of it. When you dig this petrified wood, it's for your own personal use. You're not allowed to sell it or even give it away. So we have to be really careful of that. But it's a wonderful resource, and we don't want to use it all up. Uh-oh, here comes Marge. I better be acting like I'm working. Her spot must not have been too good, and so she's gonna try it right here, and it looks like she's found a nice piece here.
Oh, that's a chunk. Look at that chunk.
Nice petrified wood, huh?
We'll dig down here a little deeper. Here's another one.
We'll pull it out and let's get a picture of it. Yeah, a nice piece of petrified wood.
Look at this nice big chunk.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around it.
You gonna come?
Mm-mm. Take your shovel. See if you can get under it. There it wiggled. You think that's one?
Let me look at it.
It's black.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah, that's one.
It was lodged in there. Really tight. And then there's some other ones right here underneath me.
Nice piece of petrified wood.
Well, he's whiter than I thought. Is this one?
It looked like it. Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm just getting some of the dirt off of it. He was wedged underneath of that one. That thing's a heavy one.
Yeah. Okay, pull him out and let's look
Oh,
at
there's
it.
another little chunk up above him. Look. Just a second. There's a nice one.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't think this is one. I'll put it in your bucket.
Boy, it's getting good.
Is that one right there?
Yeah.
That must be one.
That looks like one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. People from all over the world show up here to dig this petrified wood because it's such an exceptional good quality and fairly easy to get.
You think that's a big chunk?
That looks like a good chunk of petrified wood.
Pushing your pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Do you have any idea what that is, Sam? This is a tumbleweed. And there's a connection.
You know, I wish they would build a plate to replace where the film went in my 35mm camera. Now, why can't they do that?
I don't know.
And then you could use that camera, but do digital pictures.
Yeah, I would think they could make a conversion for them.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, be quiet. There, I'll set you on the other side. Yeah, I can get a good head of steam through here.
Yeah. Another little snake makes his way carefully across the road, and we're being careful not to run over him because we know this is the time of year they're leaving their dens and heading out for the hunting fields. We're McDermott, Nevada, and get us a little gas so we could continue on our adventures. In Nevada, you pump your own gasoline, so Sam is pumping our gasoline into our pickup so we can continue on our adventures. Out in the desert, it's a good idea to always have that tank clear full. You never know when you're going to need it, and the gas stations aren't just everywhere out here. Matter of fact, they're quite far apart. It's good gas mileage, that's for sure. It's up in the mid-20s usually. They have recently put a subway in here in Denio, Nevada, so we're going to take advantage of that and try one of their sandwiches, and wow, is it good. After digging hard for petrified wood, Marge has worked up a really hefty appetite, and it looks like Sam has too, and myself too. Since I'm allergic to wheat products, I had to have just a plain salad, but it was super good. We're back to the desert property before the sun even sets, so we could help the keeper of the stars put the sun away for the evening right down behind the Steens Mountains. At last light of day, we have a few minutes to reflect on our next adventure, and it'll start as the sun rises over the mountains to the east. Mother Nature has produced plenty of things out here to make us fascinated and for us to find. This time we're going after the little crystals that are out on the desert floor called sunstones. I've rigged up a spoon on the end of a pole that I use to pick 'em up with, 'cause my back doesn't work too good anymore. We start finding them instantly, and even a little tidy tip flower is growing and thriving in with the sunstones. It's early in the morning, so we can see 'em shining like the little gems they really are, and then we start finding 'em, one right after another. For those who are wondering what we're doing with them, Marge is a jewelry person, and she loves jewelry, so she picks up some nice ones, and then we send them over to an island in the Indian Ocean just east of India called Sri Lanka, and that whole island is set up for fasting stones, so we can send a whole handful of them over there and get them done real reasonably. Then they send the stones back, and we bargain for some settings to set them in and make some really nice jewelry. She sells none of it. She needs every one she can get, so she has plenty of them on hand, and she maybe not even wear some of them, but at least she has them where she can get out and look at them and admire them for the little gems they really are. They're about a 6 or a 7 on the hardness scale, where a diamond is 10, but still, they're very nice, and in a ring or something, they really don't scratch up bad at all. Little buckwheat flour is there, and pretty soon we have enough. It doesn't take a lot of these. And so we're heading back to where we're camped. We're going to head back to where we're camped, and then we'll probably be thinking about heading home real soon. My cold is still getting a little worse, it seems like, instead of better, and so I gotta get rid of it before I try to edit another video. I hope you can understand me, though. We definitely need subscribers, so if you could, I would certainly appreciate it if you could subscribe. So I hope by the time I make the next video that I'm over this cold, and we'll talk to you then.